Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off and that'll get things underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So SMU's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustangs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They feed him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's complete to the left. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. White wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Maddox. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And the Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick release on the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Defense looks like they're coming. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Right down the middle. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. And just see how low the D-line got, and they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. White going to attack through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. White wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. NC State quick to the line. He'll do it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Powers forward. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking for the The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. White going to attack through the air. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Robertson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a crease. It's Henson. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. NC State going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. right back to the well. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
White wants to throw it. Hauls it in.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
No gain on the play. And first down for the offense.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
That's caught. It's Staley. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On the run, it's Thompson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 5 over Syracuse. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the counter play. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. NC State quick to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. White wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense in the hurry up. This dude is putting up numbers. Cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
They're dealing with a second and long.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense
turning it on. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Going to take a shot on second and short. Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll ride the hot hand. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back